Hi everyone, my name is Rishad. Today is the 14th of April 2024. I'm going to be going over my weekly prediction for Nvidia. So this is actually the wrong chart. But as usual, we'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts. And then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review last week's prediction and go over this week's support and resistance in more detail. Not more detail per se, but really just solidifying it. As usual, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational and therefore is important to conduct your own analysis before entering any position in the market. This may be because you're not comfortable with the risk, reward, and trading style, so do conduct your own analysis and use this video for educational purposes. Now, Nvidia has had a very, very strong monthly upwards bullish movement. We can see that pretty much starting from November 2023. Although it became really visible in January 2024, and since then, January, February even was the largest gain, and March even. Very, very, very strong bullish months. However, although April hasn't closed yet, it is looking that from the weekly charts that Nvidia actually ends up going downwards. But we can't predict on that yet, but we can see that the RSI and OBV are both very, very, very bullish this week. And as usual, since it is the monthly charts, very, very bullish charts so far. And it depends whether it stays that way by the end of April. Weekly charts, we can see in more detail dispute as to why the upwards movement is now slowing down. We can see how sharp this movement was until here at the week of the 18th of March. And from there we had a weak candle, another spinning top candle, and now another doji spinning top type, more doji or long leg doji candle. Very indecisive market as of now. So that's why we will be setting an appropriate support and resistance as well. I mean, the support here has to be the open at 841.3, and the resistance here will determine after the daily charts. RSI, we can see, has now crossed its average. Again, a bullish signal, and it has actually stayed stagnant pretty much only this week since we had such a indecisive candle. OBV, however, although it's going sharply up, we can see that it's now starting to stagger. Again, signs of a slowing upward trend. Here again, to further confirm my point, we can see starting from the 8th, which is here, we had actually two bullet bearish candles. Almost broke this support here, but then rallied back up. So we really have a very indecisive market, and it's been in the middle of this channel for the last 3-4 weeks, around 5 weeks actually. So I mean, these data points clearly show that the upward steam that Nvidia had is now definitely coming to a halt, as now we are nearing a few supports and resistances that are starting to not be broken but are being tested. Now we can see again RSI is clearly going downwards. I mean, since the 7th of March as the peak we take, let's say for example, clearly going downwards. So we have a very strong downwards indication from the RSI. OBV, however, is actually quite stagnant. It's actually pretty sideways, which is confirming the price movement that we're seeing. However, they're definitely not showing the signs of an expected bull movement. It's really bearish as an overall. I mean, last week we didn't have a trade due to the support or resistance not being broken. However, this week the resistance is 922.25, same as last week. When it falls, if it falls below the support at 841.3, as we discussed, we will enter a trade with a target of 2% in whichever direction, with a trailing stop loss. If the target or SL isn't hit, then we close on Friday, assuming we are in a position. Weekly trend is up, although that may be subject to change. It really should be sideways now. However, the monthly trend is still definitely up. So with that, I would like to conclude this video. Thank you for watching, enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.